Hi everyone and welcome to TigerReport.
I'm Caroline and this is Will, and we are so excited to kick off our first show.
TigerReport is Princeton sports broadcasting network completely run by Princeton students.
We'll be coming at you weekly with all of the latest updates from the athletic department, including recaps, interviews, games, and more.
Let's jump right into it with some news from this week's past events.
With the winter season beginning to wrap up and the spring just launching, our Tigers have been winning all over the place.
Let's start with women's hockey. They went 1-1 this past weekend and are ranked number 6 in the country with a phenomenal record.
Women's basketball and tennis are also nationally ranked. Basketball has only lost once with a 19-1 record and are number 25 in the country with 2 wins over Yale and Brown this past weekend. Women's tennis is ranked number 9, the highest in program history.
Women's water polo just began their season and are off to a great start with 2 wins at the Princeton Invitational last weekend and an initial ranking of 21.
Women's squash is also on a roll. They took down number 3 Trinity and are looking to challenge number 1 Harvard for the top spot. They are currently ranked number 2 nationally.
Let's flip over to the men's side for an update on their games. Basketball went 1-1 this past weekend and are currently sitting at number 2 spot in the Ivy League. And men's squash had a win this weekend, solidifying their number 4 national ranking.
The track and field team also had a huge performance from senior Sam Ellis, who broke 4 minutes in the indoor mile running 3:57.66. In that process, he shattered a school record from 1991 and is individually ranked U.S. number 9 in that event.
Our spring sports opened with a bang this weekend. Women's and men's lacrosse both won their season openers, and men's lacrosse also took down Colgate on Tuesday.
At the Colgate game, senior attackman Michael Sowers had an incredible 14-point night, breaking the Ivy League record and his own Princeton record. Let's take a quick look at some of his points.
Senior attackman Michael Sowers, he finished with an Ivy League record 14 points, including a Princeton record 11 assists, and Princeton won 20-11. Michael Sowers.
Sowers is once again on the watch for the Tewaaraton Award, which he was a finalist for last year. Expect to see a lot more from him in his final college season.
Let's backtrack a bit and talk about our biggest accomplishment so far this year. Princeton has become the first Ivy League school to earn 500 Ivy championships.
We were finally tipped over the top with a huge win from wrestling. They faced Cornell earlier this month with the Big Red having won all Ivy matches since 2002 and 17 straight Ivy League championships.
But that streak ended with a defeat handed to them by Princeton. For the first time since 1986, the Tiger Wrestlers are our Ivy League champions.
And that win was the 500th in the history of our athletic department. No other school is even close. As we see here, Harvard is second with just a little over 400, and Brown and Columbia are way behind.
Men's basketball has been the largest contributor to these titles with 33 of them. But what's most incredible about this to me is that our women's teams have provided 214 of them. Alone, that's more than Brown and Columbia's total titles overall.
Clearly, our athletic department is pretty dope, and we're still on the hunt for more Ivy titles to finish up this winter season. We sat down with Patrick Brucki and Travis Stefanik, 2 standouts on the wrestling team, to ask them about their historic win that led to the 500 titles.
Today here with us we have sophomore Travis Stefanik and junior Patrick Brucki from the men's wrestling team. We're talking with them about their amazing historic win this past weekend over Cornell.
Awesome. So last year you guys got to the Ivy League finals, lost to Cornell. This year beat Cornell. So what's changed? What changed from last year to this year? How were you able to, overcome that obstacle?
I think we just have a great team. Everyone's just really coming together, putting things together, listening to the coaches, doing what they preach, and just buying into the whole program.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just those little mental jumps, those small details that go a long way instead of those big jumps.
Nice.
So do you guys have a pre-match ritual that kind of gets you through?
I have a pre-match ritual. I get ready like 3 matches before. I listen to some soft music earlier in the match, maybe something like Adele or something, and just get me going. And then I get ramped up and start getting the sweat going and everything. Yeah.
Awesome. So this season, what would you say the team's biggest challenge was?
I'd say the biggest challenge for us is week in and week out facing the toughest competition in the country. We've wrestled so many top 10 teams, so many top 10 opponents. It's hard to keep that same intensity every week and every other competition, and also battling the injury bug is tough.
Definitely. Like we flew out to Oklahoma State on a Friday, and they're like number 7 in the country, and then came back on that same Sunday and wrestled number 1 Iowa. That's just a brutal schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Can you guys explain what burn the ships means?
Yeah, so Burn the Ships originated from a tattoo that I've actually got on my chest, but it basically means not to hesitate and leave no regrets. So Hernan Cortez arrived in the New World, and he gave the order to burn the ships, which basically means you can't go back home until you complete your job. So basically, you leave no option but success. That really influences you to put everything into it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, so what we're going to do now is we have some rapid fire questions. Some of them are a little bit out of left field, so we're going to just do your best to keep up.
So if you didn't wrestle, what sport would you play?
Football.
Ping pong.
What's your favorite book?
Percy Jackson.
Holes.
Nice. Orange or black?
Orange.
Black.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A lot of wood.
Pretty good amount of wood.
What's 10 plus 9?
21.
It's perfect. All right, Wii tennis or Wii bowling?
Wii tennis.
Bowling.
What's the fourth best state and why? There's one right answer, and there's 49 wrong answers.
Virginia.
Lucky guess.
Lucky.
Lucky guess.
Can you guys do a cartwheel?
Yes.
Can you show us? I'm just kidding. You'll break things.
All right, fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is...
Nuts.
Awesome. All right, so if you guys were stuck on a desert island, which one of your teammates would you eat first?
Jack Del Garbino.
All right. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for coming out. Really enjoyed talking to you, and good luck at your matches this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
See you guys later. Thanks.
See ya.
Let's take a look at this weekend's upcoming events. First off, we want to wish good luck to women's squash and women's swim as they have championship meets this weekend, and to men's lacrosse, who face defending national champion Virginia away on Saturday.
If you're here in Princeton this weekend, there are a ton of fun opportunities to cheer on the Tigers. At 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, women's basketball takes on Harvard and Dartmouth here in Jadwin.
Women's hockey plays Brown and Baker Rink at 6 p.m. Friday and Yale at 3 p.m. Saturday. You can also check out men's squash in Jadwin as they challenge number 2 Trinity at noon on Saturday, or women's lacrosse on Saturday at 1 p.m.
On Sunday, both track teams compete at the Princeton Invitational in Jadwin, and wrestling caps off the weekend against Rutgers at 6 p.m.
We're looking forward to a great weekend of Tiger performances. Hope to see you guys out there cheering them on with us, and we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week with these updates on these events. Thanks for watching. Go Tigers!